Hey everyone, it's Joe from the Joe&ZO pod, inviting you to pull up a chair and let's talk some cards. We got 4 TTM responses today, and we'll go through them. Actually, one that I'm really excited about, and I think we're going to get to that one third. Well, the first one comes out of Tampa, Florida, and it is Mr. Lyle Overton. He signed 1 of 1 in 18 days. Nice signature, too. He played from 95 to 2001. He was a part-time outfielder with the White Sox, the Orioles, the Brewers, and finished off his career with the Marlins. He was originally drafted in 1990 in the 54th round by the Royals, but he went back to school, and the next year he was drafted in the 5th round by the Yankees, so big improvement there. Career numbers, modest, 1.7 WAR, a 280 batting average, 22 homers, 116 RBIs, and a 759 OPS. You could say his quote-unquote best season would have been in 1996 with the White Sox, when he played in 87 games, hit 294 with 7 homers and 39 RBIs. So like I said, he was a part-time outfielder who was a guy you needed on your team, but not someone who was an everyday starter. Just a couple bits of trivia from his college career. He went to LSU. He originally went on a basketball scholarship, but eventually changed his focus completely to baseball, where he actually won the College World Series in 1991. And that's Lyle Overton. All right, the next one is out of Denver, Colorado, and it's Mr. Jeff Houston. He signed 1 of 1 in 18 days. That little nub in the corner, top left corner damage, is from me, not from the package. He played for 7 teams between 1988 and 2000. He was primarily a shortstop, but really was a utility infielder. He played for the Expos, the Rangers, the Orioles, the Brewers, the Mariners, the Angels, and the Cubs. He went undrafted and in 1985 was signed by the Expos. Career numbers, also modest, like Mr. Overton. 2.2 WAR, 234 average, 8 homers, and 150 RBIs, and a 599 OPS. His best season would have been in 1990 for Texas, where he was the starter that year. He hit 240 with no homers and 28 RBIs. And he's actually the current color analyst for the Rockies, the Colorado Rockies. And that's why this comes out of Denver. I actually sent this to the Rocky Stadium, and he sent it back, as I said, in 18 days. So that's pretty good. So thank you, Mr. Houston. All right, our next comes out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I was really excited for this one. It's Mr. Ron Gant. He signed 1 of 1 in 20 days. He played between 1987 and 2003. He was an outfielder. He played for a bunch of teams: the Braves, the Reds, the Cardinals, the Phillies, the Angels, the Rockies, the Athletics, the Padres, and finished off his career with the Athletics again. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 different teams in 16 years. He was originally drafted in the 4th round of the 1983 draft by the Braves, and he is a Braves legend. He has very good career numbers: a 34.1 WAR, a 256 average, 321 home runs, 1,008 RBIs, 1,651 hits, an 803 OPS. He scored 1,080 runs, and he stole 243 bases. So definitely filled up the stat sheet over there. Career accolades. He was an All-Star twice in 1992 and 1995. He won the Silver Slugger Award in 1991. Award voting. He finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting in 1988. He was a 4-time top 15 MVP finalist, twice in the top 6. And he was a member of the 30-30 Club twice. He actually did it 2 years in a row in 1990 and 1991. And he was, at that time, he was one of 3 players to ever be in the 30-30 Club for 2 years in a row. The other 2, Barry Bonds and Willie Mays. So definitely some good company there. Eventually, Barry Bonds, who was on the same streak as Gant, he finished in the 30-30 Club for an additional year and became the first member, 3-time consecutive member of the 30-30 Club. And he is currently a news anchor for a morning show in Atlanta, so a little bit of change of career over there. But yeah, this guy definitely filled up the stat sheets. I mean, 300 homers, 1,000 RBIs, 1,000 runs. This is definitely a guy who had a successful career. Played in the World Series twice, lost it both times. Definitely a lot of stuff happening. His best season would have been in 1993 with Atlanta, where he hit 274 with 36 homers, 117 RBIs, and he stole 26 bases. And that wasn't even his biggest accoladed season, but for me, all around, I thought that was his best season. And I was very excited to get this. He's a very good signer. You send it to the TV station down in Atlanta, he gets back to you relatively quickly, and we'll sign a bunch of cards at a time, not necessarily just one. So I was very excited to get that from Ron Gant. The last one, Mr. Haywood Jeffries. So I sent one card to him to get signed, and he sent me back 3 cards, all signed, but actually none of them are actually my card. So I sent him 1 card, and he sent me 3 totally new ones. What happened here? So I asked on the different forums what usually happens in a situation like that. Different people have different explanations. One explanation is it's possible he messed up my card with someone else's envelope, which I would be very sad about. I don't want to take anyone else's cards, but I posted it there on the forum, so hopefully somebody, if they had an issue, they'll send back to me. Other people said that they do this on purpose. They keep a stack of cards ready so that they don't need to answer the mail constantly. They can just like sign a bunch of cards 1 week, and then they're ready to go for a while. So that's why that also could have happened. A third explanation is that sometimes players collect their own cards, and the card that I sent in, it's possible that he didn't have. And in exchange for my card, he sent me these 3, which whether you like it or not, I could understand both sides of the argument. I personally am very happy to have gotten these 3 cards. So I'm going to chalk it up as a win. So anyway, so I'm going to call this that he signed 3 of 1 in 11 days. He was a wide receiver who played between 1987 and 1996 for the Houston Oilers. He spent his last year in 96 with the Saints. Career numbers: 535 receptions, 6,334 yards, and 50 touchdowns. He was drafted 20th overall in the 1987 draft by the Oilers. He had a nice 3-year stretch between 91 and 93 where he made the Pro Bowl all 3 years, and was actually named All-Pro as well in 1991. And I'm going to say that was his best season in 91 with the Oilers, where he had 100 catches to lead the league, 1,181 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And like we said, he was named to the Pro Bowl and was named an All-Pro. He continues to live in Houston, and it seems like he's a really good guy. He seems to be very active in the community, does a lot of speaking engagements, charity work, and of course is a very active TTM guy. So 3 cards from Haywood Jeffries, not expecting that at all, but very happy to get them. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to contact us, we're joe&zopod@gmail.com. You can comment to this video. Please like this video, share, subscribe to our channel. Would love to hear from you guys, what you guys want to see and what you guys are liking and what we could do better. So thank you again for pulling up a chair with us, and looking forward to the next time we can talk some cards.